Hi, Sherry. This is a part of the video where I'm designing and making a wedding dress for my sister, and I wanted to film the process so that she'd have something to look back on and maybe remember, you know, years down the line. So principally this wedding dress is short taffeta underneath, and the skirt, it also already has its petticoat layer on, and then over the top there is black voile. Now the black voile there is intentional because I'm going to be embellishing lots and lots and lots of different lace throughout this dress. It's going to be quite elaborate, but black and white. So I've got lots and lots of different trims that I'm going to be using, including some amazing like angel wings that will be going over the shoulder like this. So I needed something to kind of fix all this on. You can't fix it to your bare flesh. So the whole thing has a voile or tulle, like vest almost over the top, which will be semi-transparent. So at the back of my dress, now this is actually a full circle wedding dress skirt, and I've done that for a reason. And the reason is the taffeta's quite bulky, this voile's quite bulky, and I wanted a very slim, I wanted it to flare but not be bulky here. I didn't want any bulk around the waist. So this is why I've cut it out on a circle skirt, and I think that will work quite well. Now, I want to create the illusion at the back of a lot more fullness than we would normally have, to balance the fact that my client has got quite a large bust and really no hips or bottom to speak of. So I'm going to make some fullness at the back of the dress. So the circle skirt has given me so much excess, which is quite a lot, but that's the beauty of like designing and creating. I can do a million things with that. I can flatten that out, pin it down and conceal that extra pleat there if I wanted to, and if I wanted to create fullness without bulk, that's what I would do. I could also do an inverted pleat, which is, you know, more like that. There's lots of different techniques, but I think what I'm going to do on this particular skirt, I'm going to gather in from the centre front to maybe the centre of the hip, from there to there, and that will create quite a nice, I think, effect at the back and give some volume. Now underneath this I've got a Victorian petticoat which actually has room for a bustle in the back of it. Let's see if I can show you. It's a genuine Victorian petticoat, and it's got so much fullness in the back that if I needed to give her some shape, I would just make a really light kind of net thing which would bulk out. So these bustle petticoats were made obviously with so much more fullness. I know that's quite hard to see, isn't it, on there, or maybe I can move the camera back, but you'll see more as we go further down the line. So my next task is to get the vest bit done and stitch it all together, and then we can start adding the embellishments. And to me, that's the exciting time. You know, pulling it all together and making the, we can allow room for some tweaks later, like in the side seam, and then cover any alterations. But it's boned as well. It's short taffeta, which is crinkly. But prior to wearing, I will be steaming this to see exactly what we can do. But you can see that the voile on the top, or the tulle on the top, gives it kind of a silver effect. So it's still a white wedding dress, but with a twist, and I think that's really nice. I think it's really nice when people think outside the box and don't necessarily go for, you know, the same old. It's nice to use your imagination and be creative. So